and trying to find your place in the workplace and at home. Like, you just constantly feel like you're not, I guess, giving enough or doing
anything.
enough for anybody, and also for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really inspiring to hear all of these women who have, they've gone through that, but now they're finding their real passions in life and just going through with that.
It's awesome. It is inspiring. Like I was telling you, I love the diversity. I love the different women because everyone inspires me in different ways. Like, you're so artistic, and that motivates me because I'm not. Like, I have, like, little moments where I'm like, oh, I should do that. But you're, like, constantly, like, filming a commercial for Doritos.
Well,
That's so out of... I'm like, what? I didn't even know Doritos was still around. No, I'm just kidding.
I do. They're delicious. No, but it's just, like I was telling you earlier, I had gone through a bout of depression probably a couple years ago, realizing that my job sucked and I just wasn't happy with where I was. So I went out to school to try and find out what I'm good at, what my passions are, because when you're really low like that, you don't really know what's out there, how you can bring yourself back up.
You feel trapped in your own bubble.
Exactly. But to kind of hear these women that, traveling, or not traveling, but going around the city in a vintage van, or carrying or blogging, lasering faces, just all of these cool, like, inspirational women. I'm not going to bag on the fact that people look up to celebrities, because there's so many celebrities out there that are pushing forward for, like, women's rights, and they're really making a change because they have a name and people do aspire to be like them.
And people that use their name like that for good, it just are amazing.
Exactly. But it's also nice to have these real life role models that we could really relate to, because we all live in this, we don't live in the fantasy world of Hollywood, being in the limelight. No. We actually live in the real world, so it's nice
we have to vacuum.
Right. Yeah. So it's nice to have real women doing awesome things. It's just inspirational. So.
That's awesome. I'm glad you told me that before we started recording, that was going to be your woman crush, because I would probably be like...
Aww.
A little verklempt right now. But that's awesome. I am thankful for all of you ladies.
Yes. I'm so glad to be a part of this. It's a lot of fun.
Yay! Okay, so have you seen any good movies?
No.
I know. What is it, Wreck-It Ralph? Have you been watching that movie over and over again?
I haven't. I don't think I've seen it since the theater, but we went and saw it. It was a really cute one.
My goddaughter and her brother are obsessed with it.
Yeah,
so bought some Wreck-It Ralph stuff for Christmas, and that's the only way I know it. And I was kind of watching some of it, and it's like Candyland meets this guy that is a bad guy but doesn't want to be a bad guy anymore.
Right.
Anyway, that's not the movie that I'm going to review, but I was like, I wonder if Natty watches this.
Totally. That's usually the only movies I see in the theater, because anytime we go to the theater, it's because my daughter wants to go see a movie. So, but I'm pretty bad about watching or catching up on movies. So.
That's probably okay. I used to be really bad until I started dating my boyfriend Steve, who is obsessed with movies. And we actually went and saw a newer movie called Birdman. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
It's actually playing on, like, the artsy theaters.
Awesome.
Here in Denver.
The good ones.
Yeah, except this one, I don't know. I may have been in a mood when I went and saw it.
Right.
It's a dark comedy, and it tells the story of an actor who was famous once for portraying an iconic superhero, kind of like a Batman, but a Birdman. And now he's reinventing himself to try and direct, produce, and star in a Broadway play, like actually on Broadway.
Wow.
So in the days leading up to the opening of the play, he battles his ego and attempts to recover his family, his career, and himself all in like a week.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a very dark movie, and maybe it was a little too dark for me.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't find it to be entertaining. I found it to be a little depressing. Like, I just want to be like, snap out of it! You're awesome! But the people that are in the movie, like, I had high hopes. It has Michael Keaton, Emma Stone, Edward Norton, Naomi Watts, and Zach G., the guy from the...
Galifianakis.
Thank you. Every time I try and say that name, I sound like ridiculous. But they're all in this movie. So I had these great hopes, and they all do a great job. And that is the only reason it gets 1 hot pink star. Like, I would get 0 for...
If there were no names?
Yeah.
Really?
But that's my opinion.
Really? Well, I kind of like dark comedies.
And I like happier stuff.
Do you?
The Black Swan was a darker movie.
Never seen it.
Oh, I liked that. But I was surprised that I liked it because it was pretty dark.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I mean, I know what it is, but I don't even think I heard about it.
You should probably watch that movie.
Yeah. I'll watch Birdman, too.
I bet you might like it. I just like happy stuff. Like, I went and saw a chick flick last night. I loved that. A few weeks ago, I went and saw The Best of Me, the new Nicholas Sparks movie.
Oh, yeah. Who's in that movie?
Some people. I'm horrible with names. Steve
Those
is rolling his eyes right now.
You know, he was in that one thing.
One movie.
And then she was in the other one.
Right. It had Major Dad in it. Remember Major Dad? The guy that played...
Major Dad.
Anyway, I reviewed it, I think it was last podcast. And
I missed that one.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Romantic movie, just...
Well, it's Nicholas
Notebook
Sparks.
style.
Yeah.
And I loved that movie. But critics are totally hating that movie. So my critic...
They always do.
So I'm sure Birdman's probably got like 5 thumbs up from Flickster and stuff like that. It's probably like 85% on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Nice.
But that's my review.
What did you watch yesterday? Or last week?
Last week?
Didn't you say you just saw a chick flick?
That was last night. It was called Laggies.
Laggies.
Yes, and it has...
I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot
right
now.
I was not prepared. A very skinny actress.
Okay.
Yeah, that everyone will know.
What's her name?
Are you on to me?
Is it the girl from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes!
Yeah. What is her name?
Natalie Portman?
No. Keira Knightley.
Thank you. Have you heard of this movie?
No.
That is
you
so
say
random.
really skinny actress, and I'm like, Keira Knightley.
Yes.
But that name doesn't pop up.
And
just her face.
It wasn't a romantic comedy, per se. It was a chick flick that was kind of dark.
Okay.
But I followed it. Like, I loved it. I walked out of the theater going, oh. There were ups, there were downs, there were darks, there were lights. And I give that 4 hot pink stars out of 5.
Awesome.
Yeah. So 2 movie reviews in one podcast. People are overwhelmed.
That's awesome. We're going to have to go out and throw our money at these films.
Right.
Except for Birdman.
Wait for Netflix.
Oh, yeah, you could wait for
Have you noticed that movies are like going from theater to DVD, Netflix, DirecTV like that?
Probably because they're paying. I bet DirecTV and Netflix are competing to pay more. Yeah,
some movies come out on DirecTV on demand. Like, you have to pay for them still, but they're not as expensive as going to a movie. Like, around the same time they're coming out in theaters.
In theater, yeah. I have seen that.
We're not going to have to leave our house soon. Walmart delivers now.
Yeah.
So, like, Walmart delivers movies.
Well, haven't you seen the movie WALL-E?
No, I haven't.
By Disney. It's basically about how everyone on Earth becomes morbidly obese because we don't have to do anything.
We don't.
At all. So they leave Earth because they turn it into this, like, toxic dump. And they're living in space. But they're, like, on these floating couches.
So as soon
as
they're all, like, super overweight. Couches,
then you know it's over.
We gotta run.
Yeah.
So don't do it, lazy boy.
Like, there was a pre-quote, or a pre-shadow, a foreshadow, that's the word I'm looking for. In Back to the Future with the hovering boards. Uh-huh. So that's a foreshadow for the future.
Sorry,
when
do you think it'll happen? 2023?
I don't know. I thought that they had come out with the hoverboard.
But they're not common. It's not like...
it's not a mainstream.
People have iPhones, but they don't have hoverboards.
I would like a jetpack.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
on beautiful days just to jetpack to work.
Right?
Yes.
Then we could be our own Birdman. Women. Bird women.
We just gotta watch out for those crazy jetpackers.
Yeah, I know.
Or road packers.
Yeah.
Road rage.
Sky.
I'm making
Sky
up
rage.
words.
I don't know. I totally follow you, though.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so Halloween is in 3 days, 4 days, 3 days? What day is it? It's Tuesday.
It's
3
the
days.
28th. Yeah, 3 days.
It's Friday.
I know.
What's your little one going to be?
She is going to be Captain America Girl.
That's awesome.
That's what she calls it. I think it's called American Dream or something. But yeah, it's Captain America.
Where'd you get it?
Party City.
Okay, because the boyfriend and I were walking through the mall last night. We walked through by the Disney store, and they have a bunch of Marvel costumes.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, people don't make their costumes anymore. I'm like, no, because people like us who had to make our costumes are like, no, we're not putting our kids through that.
Exactly.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, but I wanted to make a costume this year because my daughter has been wanting to be Eeyore.
Oh, wow.
Because
that's some work, Mama Natty.
Nah. We would have just got a lot of gray.
Right.
And made a tail and ears.
Right. And had her mope around.
Right. Oh, me. But I was so excited about it, and when she realized that they don't have them, she was like, I want to be Captain America Girl.
Captain America Girl. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to go trick-or-treating, or do you have, like, a party you're going to, or you're actually going to go around the neighborhood?
Trick-or-treating, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like some parents don't let their kids do that much anymore.
Well, if you're with them, I don't see the big deal.
Right.
Maybe some parents are lazy.
Last year I handed out candy, and it was tiring.
Oh, yeah.
I went through the candy pretty quickly and was in bed by 8:30. But still, that 2-hour period, 6:30, 8:30, I'm like... And the dogs were going insane.
Oh, yeah.
Because the doorbell, they're like, people don't come visit much. Ah! Yeah.
So how big of candy, or what do you usually give out?
I'm not a full candy bar girl. I'm
okay.
because they've gotten even more expensive. Like, it's $20 for a bag of good candy this year. And that bag of good candy will last you maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah. So you gotta be chintzy.
You do. What do you hand out?
We don't.
Oh.
Because we're trick-or-treating, yeah.
You don't, like, take turns like this year, I'm going to hand out candy,
No.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-mm.
This year I have a nail appointment, and I plan on coming home, because I leave the next morning to go to Missouri, so no candy.
Oh, well.
At the McGrew household.
It's okay.
Last year wore me out, I think. I hadn't really done it before.
Overstimulation.
Yeah. The dogs,
Yeah.
the candy. I wanted to watch TV. It was insane.
You have to pause it every few minutes.
Oh, my goodness. And then you hope, like, it's not a weird scene that people look in at what you're watching and, oh, there's a half-naked dude. What are you watching?
Yeah, right. Yeah, the moms are like, what are you watching?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I come in? Is that Ryan Gosling? Are you guys doing anything adult-wise for Halloween?
No, just working.
That's me, too.
Yeah.
And I work in HR, so... I might be able to get away with a Superman t-shirt.
Oh. See, I won't be working during the day. I'll be working at night.
You have a night job?
Yeah.
Is this new?
No.
Have you talked about it before?
I don't know.
What do you do at night?
So my dad owns a paintball and airsoft company.
Nope, never heard this before.
Okay, it's new. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Where is it at?
It's out in Bennett.
Oh.
So we're doing a zombie paintball hunt this weekend. We've been doing it all through October. So
has it been pretty busy? No. Not at all. Bennett, go to Bennett. Do zombie paintballing. You should have told me. I would have been pimping that out too.
I know. I didn't though.
People love stuff like that.
I know. And I have all these new friends on Facebook and they're posting about shooting zombies. I'm like, come on!
We got zombie paintballing!
I've been posting my flyers for the last month.
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Facebook makes me miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably because I don't get all of my friends. I have friends that I forgot that I was their friend.
Yeah, or you think of someone, you're like, did they defriend me?
Right.
And you go to their page, nope.
Right.
They posted yesterday.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Exactly.
Thankfully,